Get out of the feed bunk, son. Son, get. Well, West Tennessee, good morning to you. Yeah, Bobby Lee here with Hurricane Creek Farms. Doing something this morning. I wasn't sure if we were going to try to do it today, but cows are eager to move to a new pasture. Shocker. So we're actually going to see if we can get them all up in the barn lot and go ahead and try to wean our fall-born calves. It's hot, maybe not the exact ideal time to be doing this. Probably should have done it a month or two ago, but here we are. So, of course, they want to go that way to that pasture. See if we can get them to follow us up to the barn lot and sort off just a few calves that we got that were born last fall of 24. Things have gone relatively well so far. I do need just this one big, nice heifer calf to join this crew without letting all them out. And now she's going the other way. I think everything else out here, yes, is going to be 2015 calves, so they don't need to be caught. All right, we may go the other direction, see if we can run her back there behind the barn. And then we'll start the process of sorting off the cows and those younger calves. Of course, this calf here, he lost his tag, but he is a 25 model, I'm almost certain. Let's see if I can do this. Turn around, baby. Turn around, baby. Going in there. Going in there. Hey, hey. All right, so now we can let cows out. Cows want out. Cows can come out. You can go out. So yeah, anything that starts with a 4 has to stay. All these 25s can leave. Good looking calves, you just aren't quite ready to be weaned just yet. Still a few weeks away from being able to preg check the spring calving cows. Too, it's gonna be brutally hot here. Well, it's already getting pretty warm. So we're not wanting to stress anything any more than just the sorting process. And of course, the natural stress that comes when they're all of a sudden separated from their mama for the first time in their lives. Hold on, is that a, how did I screw that up? I'm sitting here talking, and then that's one of the heifers that I need to keep. You kidding me? All right, gotta quit talking and start paying attention. My attention was all on one of those other heifers that was in there and not on her, so. All right, I'm gonna see if I can just run her back here behind this old barn. Nice bull calf right there. We'll, of course, eventually vaccinate and castrate and whatnot on all these calves. But again, not today. It's already 8 o'clock. Got a little bit of a late start, so we won't, we'll wait another day when it's a little cooler or just simply a little earlier. Go on, baby. Go on, baby. Nice heifer. She might make a replacement. Go on in the barn. Go on, go on, go on. Go on, gate's wide open. Go on. Go on, go on, that barn ain't gonna hurt you. Yep, she'll be separated from the others for a brief moment. Got one more big old nice bull calf, maybe the nicest bull calf from last fall, right up this way. Got to get him in there with them, but otherwise, I think we've got everybody. Gotta look at my exact number. It's like 10 or 11 is all. You know, majority of these cows are spring calving. And we probably ought to move to just one calving season. I know I've probably said that 100 times and I just never have done it, but it is what it is. We'll start letting some of these back to pasture and then get down to him. Yeah, get him in the pen. So we're gonna do our very makeshift little setup here. Let's see if I can do this. All right, the famous last words. He's pretty good and gentle, which a couple points there. One, if for some reason he gets past us, gets right back out to pasture, okay, I can probably get him caught here in another day or two. I'd rather just go ahead and make this work right now. What do y'all think? If he come down here and go right in there, we'll know here in about 30 seconds. His mom is 220, no surprise. She's one of the F1 Brayfords. They just make excellent mama cows. And if you handle them on a regular basis, they aren't as stupid as a lot of people want to make a Brayford out to be. Neely, you're not helping things. All right, take a left, buddy. Left, left. Oh, he sees the gate. He sees the gate, y'all. Good deal, dude. 5'11", you can go on out. Well, he's like, nope, I want to stay with my friends. I promise you don't. You'd rather be with your mom. Y'all going in the barn. Okay, if I need you, it's really just him and these two cows that I need sorted out of here. Y'all going in that barn. Going in that barn. Going up there. Because again, none of them are his mom. Another good looking bull calf. Okay, now we're cooking with gas. All right. So what we can do here, we'll let that dude out this back gate. Then we can bring those on through the tub and out just the same way he came in. Yep, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It's gonna be 10, so. Take a little bit of pressure off these pastures too. We've got more grass than we know what to do with up the road where we'll take these calves. I don't know, we'll play it by ear. We'll leave them up here. We'll allow the cows to come in here, into the barn lot, just on the other side of these big heavy panels from them. True fence line weaning. Oh, dude. For at least the first few nights, a week or so, we'll leave them in here. Generally, I'd say 2 weeks. We're very secure, no risk of them getting out. Don't want to just load them on a truck and take them straight up the road. We probably have calves out everywhere overnight looking for their mama. All right, yeah, there we go. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and then that one heifer that's in the back of the old barn. That is the fall 2024 calf crop. Not huge by any means, but it is also wild to sit here and think it's $20,000 worth of calves, roughly. Maybe not today, because they're really not weaned yet, but which we'll hold on to probably pretty much all of them through the winter. Sell the heifers probably next spring. I don't know, you never know. Market's staying really good. Part of me says get those heifers good and weaned and go ahead and cash in on them. Keep the steers to sell with the bigger group. Kind of goes back to what are we going to do with the other farm. Obviously we've got 4 down there now. That'll make 14 here within just a couple of weeks. Still not near enough to stay ahead of that pasture. We'll probably buy some, I don't know, 40 or 50 steers, bulls to match up with the, well, soon to be steers, but bulls in this group. But all right, yeah, I'm gonna let that water trough fill up a little more. And all the gates are like double latched and they're bolted and chained. So shouldn't be any way for them to get out. Stay tuned. Well, another good morning to you, as you can probably appreciate. Things a bit noisy as we kind of expect when we're weaning, but we're going to try to remedy that a little bit. It's something we maybe should have gone ahead and done yesterday, but it had already gotten warm, didn't want to stress them any more than they already were. So we're going to apply a little therapies here in a few minutes, see if that'll help calm some of these freshly weaned nerves down. Yeah, we didn't get into a whole lot else yesterday after we got them up and weaned, but we did bring a roll of hay down here. One of those rolls of Bermuda we baled just a few weeks ago. All right, yeah, you two go on in the barn. Everybody else in there eating. I need you two in there eating. A couple of your mamas are over here. There we go. Yep, that is everybody. Ha! Ha! There we go. There we go. Nope, go. Go that way. Go that way. They're too gentle. Y'all go. Oh, pack in the alleyway. Pack in there. Pack in there. Come on, get in there, boys. Because all we're doing is therapies. We really don't need their heads caught. My dogs, at least I'm gonna blame it on the dogs, broke my tip off my therapies applicator. Oh yeah. Still works though. Oh no, it doesn't. Very non-scientific way of doing this, but it's really hot. They're already caught. I don't want to go all the way back to the house to get a syringe. I'm wasting some of it. You. Got you. Got you. Got you. Got you. Okay. So all these have been gotten. Y'all going out of here now. Go. Go on out. Go on back in the pen. Come on, you two. All right, so the last three. Hold on, buddy. Not at all the way it's designed to be applied, but hey, it's on them. All right. And because this is all so darn makeshift, including my method of applying the therapies, I'm just gonna let them out that side gate. Go on. Go on, y'all. Go on. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Go. Now you two go. Good grief. I hope the rest of the day goes smoother than this. It's just been nothing outrageously difficult, but I thought to myself, we're just gonna run them all in the alleyway, pop them all with a quick dose of therapies, be done with it. Well, therapies gun was broken. Then of course they hadn't wanted to go in the alleyway very well. Just one thing after another. Nothing major, but just a series of little bitty things that are just annoying. Go on, dude. Go on. Go on. Go on. Including this dude doing all that. Get out of the feed bunk, son. Son, get. I'm gonna lose patience here real quick. All right. Now, allow that to shut. Allow them back out of the barn so y'all can go out there and eat your hay. Good Lord. All right, we're not gonna bother them really much anymore these next few days. At some point, we will go ahead and run them through the chute for real, vaccinate, deworm. I think there may only be like 4 bulls, which is only 10. 1, 2, 3. May only be 3 bulls. All right. Won't make much of a meal of mountain oysters. Well, as you can probably surmise, we are getting ready. Well, I want that. Fold this side down. Just gonna check all the knives, be sure everything is good with them. There we go. Well, there we go. Three. Okay, knives all look good. Everything's serviced up. It is Sunday. I was planning on doing most of the mowing this afternoon after church. We are going to clip just this little like acre or two along the side of the driveway. May go ahead and jump on and mow that off real quick. Just be that much less I have to do this afternoon, and just be certain that everything's operating as it should be before we make the long, like, quarter-mile trip up the road. But yeah, I got about 15 acres we'd like to cut today, the exact same fields that we cut, you know, very first start of the year. So this will be the start of our second cutting, and yeah. Actually, need to check. I don't think I greased that spot yet. I'm gonna grease that one more joint, and then we'll take off. It's about 3 o'clock on the dot. I don't know, we should be over halfway. We actually, well, we mowed that little patch beside the house, and then one of the 5 patches that this farm's broken into before church. We got some evening plans to go visit with some friends. Kaylin says we're leaving. They're supposed to be there at 5:30, and they are about 5 minutes away, but I don't know. I've got, well, this little creek bottom field here, tiny little patch just up the road. It's probably less than an acre. And I got about 4 or 5 acres on a farm over on another buddy's place. So, I got a little over 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes before I need to be done. I don't know, we'll be cutting it close. I told her, I said, hope I'd be done by about 5, so we're good. We're supposed to be there at 5:30, so we shall see. But, yeah, I hadn't had any fertilizer on any of this grass. Probably should have. Still going to turn out pretty good hay, I believe. Not as much Johnson grass out here as there has been in pretty much the other 3 previous fields. But yeah, make some good cattle feed. As a lot of folks say, it'll be eating a snowball this winter for sure. But yeah, we'll keep rolling on. See if we can get done on time so I can stay out of the doghouse. All right, and that right there is the last of it. It is 4:59. Told my wife I should be done by 5. I'll be home by about 5. After 5, I should be able to avoid getting myself in the doghouse. Oh man, yeah, good day. And not a hard day. It's Sunday. We try to take it fairly easy. Sitting here in the air conditioning, mowing about 15 acres of hay. Nothing too strenuous about it, but yeah, we'll just my typical work schedule. Off again on Wednesday. That's when we'll get it rolled up. I think we actually got like single-digit rain chances, but you can see it's kind of clouding up in spots around. Pop-up afternoon showers always a little bit of a risk, but you know, I don't want this hay to get wet. But we actually, as much as I've complained about the rain first half of this year, yeah, we're kind of getting to the point where, as hot as it is, we could use a little rain. Our Bermuda grass just up the road up here, that's still probably a couple weeks away from needing to be cut. It could use a little rain, but I'm going to concentrate on driving. It's just a one-lane little road here before we get up here to the state highway. So I may just about wrap this video up. Tonight for dinner, like I said, we're going to go meet some friends. Whoop. Now this mower's a little bit wide coming down some of these narrow roads and whatnot, but anyway, not sure what we're going to eat. Either hamburgers or steaks. So beef or beef. And then whichever one we don't eat tonight, we'll probably eat tomorrow night. But just kind of depending on what they have on the menu is what we'll take, throw on the grill. But I appreciate y'all watching. Hey, y'all check back in with us next time. Make sure don't run over a mailbox. Y'all eat beef and God bless.